Guys, so in today's video I'm going to be replacing the fuel pump and the fuel filter, the fuel pump slash filter and the fuel level sensor for the 2005 Infiniti G35. The reason I'm replacing the fuel filter and the fuel pump is because it's one module together. My pump is fine, but it's old, so I want to replace the filter, and it's built in, so you have to replace the whole thing. And also it has a level sensor in the fuel pump built in also, besides the external one. And so I want to replace both of them because my fuel level is reading incorrectly. So I want to get that fixed. I went ahead and ordered the fuel pump and the fuel level sensors. So let me go ahead and show you guys that. Alright guys, so I got this. I got them both on Amazon. This one's more expensive though. The fuel pump is cheap. It's like 60 bucks. This is like $200. Anyways, they're both brand new, supposedly, according to Amazon. New, never used. I already opened it, by the way, so that's why the package is open. So this is our level sensor that goes on, I believe, the driver's side? Yeah, driver's side. It's just literally a level sensor. It tells you what level your fuel's at. And we'll get that installed today. Don't want to bend that rod because then the level is going to be reading correctly. Anyways, if you bend that rod, you go over here. I just got this one yesterday. Yesterday or Friday. Today's Sunday. And this is the whole unit right here. From the level, the fuel pump plus filter. I don't know if, I might have to install it, but you see that fuel filter right there? Yeah, that's built into it. So you have to replace the whole thing. That's why I got the whole fuel pump. Anyways, let me go ahead. I'm gonna drop this, so I'm gonna go ahead and unpackage it, then I'll show you guys. The fuel pump unboxed. So there's the fuel level sensor right there on the fuel pump. There's the separate one. If you look in there closely, you can see that there's a filter in there. And the pump is right there. Well, covered with plastic, but yeah, it's there. So let's go ahead and get these two things replaced. See if we get the correct fuel level and if the car would even start with this Amazon fuel pump. Alright guys, so I'm gonna put my tool down. I think it's the right tool. Let me unlock the car. And roll down the windows so that way we can have some visibility. There we go. That's trash. Put it to the side. I need to clean this car out, so don't judge me. Haven't been driving it. I used it for work for like a month, so it's a little dirty. We got the dog out. I don't know where he's at. Behind the tree. I don't know. Anyways, this is trash. These are goodies. Put this on the floor. Okay. Clean your back seats. That's trash. Okay. So now what you want to do is pull up on this and go to the driver's side and pull up on your driver's side. Jesus. Okay, you want to pull up on it, but I'm already both my hands, so I'll be back. Alright guys, so once you pull up on this, it should just lift right up and pull out. So then, take it out, set it aside. I'm gonna lean it against the door or drop it on the ground on accident. Either one works, I guess. Just gonna stay there. Then you want to go in here, get this out the way, and this is your fuel pump level sensor, should be, because this is your driver's side. You want to twist these tabs and then pull this up. So let me get that done so I can show you. I went ahead and loosen them. You're going to twist them to the left whenever you're tightening them, and right whenever you're loosening them. And open up like that. Take the tab off. Press down on the clip and pull out. Be careful not to break the clip. There it is. Don't break that clip. Set this to the side, and then get your, I think this is an 8. Fellas, can you give me the drill? The what? The drill. I have an 8 mil on there right now. Yep, that's what it is. It's an 8 mil. Go ahead and take them all out. I just lost it. Oh, it's right there. So I put this hardware in here because the other one was old and rusted up. So yeah, I put the hardware on my car, or the fuel. So if you don't have all these nuts or screws or whatever, I recommend go getting them, because if you're missing one and you're refilling, the pump won't automatically stop and it would keep trying to fill the car. And it would start leaking the fuel through these holes. So don't ask me how I know. Alright, once you got all of them loose, go ahead, take them out, or take them out while you're loosening them. Put them to the side, don't lose any of them. Be real careful not to lose your washers and stuff if you have your fuel like mine with different washers or different hardware than stock. Take this ring out, right here, this black ring, and then take your stock fuel level sensor out. And there's that. Can you take this? Can you give me a new one? Hold on, I'll get the new one. I don't care about that one, but the new one's fragile. I got it. Here, just grab that. Be careful. Okay, you could set that one in there. Just be careful with the thing. Yeah, like that. No. You're gonna bend it. No.
I'll just hold it. It's fine.
Just set it on the side. now you want to go ahead and set this one in there, like so. Position it how the old one was, or the OEM. This was facing that way, which means the inside should be in its proper position already. And it should lock in place like that on its own. So let's get it back in place. See that? Go ahead, put this back on there and put your hardware back down on there. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll show you guys the passenger side, which is gonna be your full fuel pump and everything. Alright guys, so when you get the hardware on and you get them all tight, go ahead. What I like to do so that way it's tightened evenly is start here, go here, then from here go here, then from here go here, then from here go here, then here. Either that way or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So either way, just don't go around like this, because then it won't get the proper seating it should get, or it should be. So yeah, then what you want to do is grab this connector, pop it in place, and go ahead and connect it where it should be. Yeah, it takes it that quick. Then seat it in place, get the vice grips, and I'll show you what you guys need the vice grips for in a minute. And twist it to the left to tighten them. And I'm there. This side's all finished up and done. So now let's go ahead to the right side, which is your passenger side, or my passenger side, depending on where you are. Go ahead, twist it to the right, loosen all these up. And pop this up. What you want to do is pop this clip off, disconnect it, push down on top, then wiggle it back and forth. Don't pull on the wires, because then that'll be nightmare. There we go. Put this to the side. Then remove the hardware, but first, to get this off, you want to push these clear tabs right here. Push them in like that, and then wiggle the whole hose out. But this is why I got the vice grips. What I want to use them for is to clamp it on the line, so that way I don't lose a lot of fuel from the line. Let's see. Nope. Gotta open it up more, I guess. Let's see how much we lose. Be careful, because it will spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and, hold on, actually. Can you go on the other side? So you can hold the phone. Give me 1 second, guys. Here, record the... I'm trying to get this off. Press in on those tabs, and you should be able to pull out, in theory. There it goes. Just wiggle it back and forth. And since we have the vice grips, not a lot of gasoline was lost, so that's good. Try and keep that out of the way. Then you want us to remove this hardware. So once I get that done, I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, so now that we got all these removed, the fuel pump will actually jump up a little bit like that much. Take off the black ring like we did on the other side, and then just pull up on there. The same way we disconnected the fuel line up top, there's one on the side right there, which is probably even easier. You just gotta pop it off like this. You just pry it this way, and on the other side, pry it that way, and then pull it down. It comes right out. Don't lose it because it'll go into your fuel lines unless you want to dig with your hands into your fuel line. And I'd say I recommend to keep it up above so that way it doesn't go all the way down. Anyways, just do this and then disconnect it. Then pull up your fuel pump, and I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a minute once I get it out. So this is my old fuel pump with my old fuel sensor. See how disgusting and gross that one is, and how nice and clear the new one is. Anyhow, I think that white clip, we're gonna have to take it off. That clear clip right there. I think we do. Jesus. This one doesn't have it. Alright, anyways. This one, the one I bought off of Amazon, doesn't come pre-assembled. So you have to kind of assemble it on the sides at least. Because right here, that has to clip in place. So that's why I wanted to take off the old one to compare it. So it should look something like that. Really nice and even. And see, mine's kind of crooked. So there you can see. And this one isn't at all. So I have to figure out how to do that, how to get it nice and even and level. You can see how this one's all yellowy and down there. And my fuel pump right here is nice and clear, new. Anyways, it seems like that will be inserted in correctly. So we can go ahead and, because this came off, see? This, when you get the fuel pump, it's off. So I guess since it is correctly pumped over here, I'm gonna go ahead and place it in all the way, like so, and figure out how to fix this. If I figure it out, then I'll let you guys know. So I'll be back. Came inside. So figured out that these wires run along this little clip that's kind of invisible because it's all clear and it looks confusing. This spring goes in here. This little clip goes into this little slot. That way it can move down and up. This one falls into a little slot right there. Then that one black one that we took off goes right here. And we're gonna have to go and take the clear one off of the old one and put it on this new one. But this is all assembled. and ready for installation. Now we just have to take this part off of the old one and put it on this new one. So let me go ahead and do that and see how that turns out. It looks like all we're gonna have to do is put a flathead or something to these clips, pry them open, and remove them. So it looks like all we have to do is pry this up and this clip up and then slide it out. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. Or this might work right here, like this. Maybe. Let's just work. I don't want to break it. I'll be back with you guys, but if you guys understand it, then you guys will be able to get it. So just pry these up and it should come straight out. Alright guys, like I was saying, all I had to do is put a flathead in here and push it out, and put it on one on this side and push it out, and it comes right out. Now on this side, the new one, all we have to do is slide it on like so, and then push it all the way back, and now it's ready to install for installation. So yeah, let me go ahead, go back to the car. Look, there's the fuel pump. Alright guys, so now that we're back in the car, you want to attach this onto the new one, push it all the way in or up, however. It's probably gonna be harder because of the new seal. We should get it done. Then what you want to do after that is probably put this in very careful. Don't bend that metal. And put the black in there. Then start sliding your fuel pump down. And that black line on the right of me will get caught, so just catch it. And that's how it should sit. Right there like that. So now what you want to do is hold it down in place, grab this black ring, make sure it's still locked in place, then start putting your hardware in. You hit the car?
Accidentally.
How dare you?
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna grab 2 screws right now, so that way I can let go of the fuel pump and hand tighten them. Make sure not to cross thread these, because that would not be good. So now that they're hand tight, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rest of these and just barely put them on there. I don't need to completely, just enough to where the thread won't strip, or you won't cross thread it. So enough to get it started on all of them. Then what I'm gonna do is grab my drill. Don't tighten them all the way down, just set them all the way down. Okay. want to go ahead and start tightening them. And there, your fuel pump is tightened and secured. Now all you gotta do is put your fuel line back in, like so. Slide it on over until it clips. That's secured. And grab this, clip it in to the new one, obviously, all the way till you hear that click, like that. Put this in here, like so. And twist them to the left to tighten them. And there, that's the install. So let's go ahead and go to, let's go ahead and try and see if the fuel level is correct and see if the car starts. Let's go ahead and see what the fuel level is at before starting it. It says
connected successfully.
It says it's at 1/4 of a tank. Interesting. Let's go ahead and prime it. So you want to turn it back off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it on. Let that fuel pump cycle a little bit. Turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, and turn it on.
Now turn up.